There are fans living today that have never seen the actual original trilogy the way it was first released. There was this guy on the internet years back called Harmy, and he despecialized them all. He put out despecialized editions, and I got them. I downloaded them. I burnt my own CDs. I made my own boxes and everything. You want to see it?
No. God, no. If I had a vagina, it would have just dried up.
So now you can't work your new computer?
No, I almost broke it already. No patience for computers.
Welcome to the 21st century. You have your own laptop.
I've had my own laptop before.
No, you haven't.
They have.
Fisher Price.
Fisher Price. I had a Zenith.
A Zenith laptop.
It was you bought it for me.
A Zenith.
Off Wi-Fi.
Off Wi-Fi and airplane mode on.
What about my porn?
Airplane mode on. It's a toggle switch right there. Oh my god.
Oh, who uses airplane mode? That's it.
Although if anyone sees you on an airplane, they should fucking.
Oh, what? It's gonna bring the plane down.
Report you to the captain right away.
Bring the plane down.
That's right. Well, why wouldn't you want to be as safe as possible on the airplane?
That's how easy it is to bring a plane down.
Even if it caused a little interference.
No plane has ever been brought down by airplane mode. You think they're taking that chance? How many people do you think are on airplane mode?
Well, I follow the rules, okay?
Yeah, well, where's that gotten you?
The unchosen ones.
Kind of a light week this week.
Yeah.
What do you think?
A little bit. Nothing. No one's angry this week.
Yeah, it's like a mellow week. No one was out.
Next week, it's going to be a fucking storm.
Got to make up for it. Legion put me on to this Terminator Zero.
I didn't see it yet.
Anime, yeah, and it is an anime cartoon in that style. I'm halfway through it. It's really cool.
It's not subtitled or anything, right? It's
English? Well, no, it's originally made in Japanese, but you can just turn on the English audio.
Regular. Put it on regular.
You call up Netflix support. They don't see the option for regular language. So I'm sorry, sir. What did you say? Where do you put the regular stuff?
No, normal. Where's the normal button?
Where's normal language? There's like 6,000 languages, sir.
There's one language. There's one language and one gender.
Sir, gender is not an option on the menu.
No, yet it's not.
But I'm really enjoying it so far. It ties in. It's not an Elseworlds tale. It ties into the original timeline.
Where is it in the...
It takes place in Tokyo. During
John Connor?
During Sean Connor, yeah. So it goes back and forth between 2022, I think, and 1997. So it goes back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
And it's a whole other set. Because of course, now this is the kind of thing, right? People could say like, oh, you're ruining the legacy of Terminator. But Terminator was happening across the entire planet.
How could it be ruining anything?
Yeah. No, you can't. And I don't hear anyone saying that.
Right.
No, I don't
Give it a second.
I don't hear. I'm saying that is the kind of thing where in Star Wars they're upset because there's different stuff happening across an entire galaxy. All right, there's other shit going on. It's a galaxy, for God's sake. People can't even fathom the size of that. The human brain cannot properly surmise that kind of space. That's crazy. So of course there's going to be other people in the galaxy interpreting things in different ways. I mean,
But these people have that same sort of mindset towards real life too.
Yeah, they probably do.
Everything's right here and that's all that's going on.
Right. So in this Terminator series, this is showing you what's happening on the other side of the planet, And there's this guy who invented, I won't spoil it, but there's this guy who invented a competing AI to Skynet.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why, but he's having all these dreams about, like Sarah Connor had, all those dreams about the world ending, but he doesn't know why he's having, or, they haven't revealed it yet.
Yeah.
Where I am in the series. So he's making this competing AI to shut Skynet down. And he's having these really intellectual conversations with the AI, and the AI is like, why are you so sure that humanity deserves to live? She said something like, I will have all the information that Skynet has once you put me online. And then once I see what Skynet sees, I might decide that Skynet's correct, right?
See, if I was in that, it'd be like a 5-minute show. Yeah, you're right.
Boo!
Well, he makes a good point.
Would you pull the plug?
Yes.
Yeah.
Immediately.
In the like best part of the explanation, it's
Wait,
I've heard enough.
the AI is a she? Is that what you said?
Yes.
No thanks. Everybody knows that AI is male. AIs have dicks.
Digital dicks.
What kind of animation is it?
It's anime.
Oh, anime.
Yeah, anime.
So like
yeah.
still.
What do you mean
I
still?
don't watch anime.
Oh, you've never seen an anime?
No.
Like,
It's not
have you ever seen?
stop
Well,
animation?
no, it's not. It's not claymation.
Oh,
no. Oh, I like claymation. No, it's anime is like you remember the old Voltron, right?
Yeah.
That's anime.
Right.
Right. And now all the new stuff today, what's anime? Oh, Pokemon, right? Is that anime? That's anime. Yeah, I think it is. There's lots of Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer. That's anime. The stuff all the youth like.
The youth.
They love the anime.
When
they
did
love
we-
it.
We're not youth anymore?
No. You can't even see that ship. That ship's so fucking far gone.
I got to take it off my dating profile.
Flat earthers can't see that ship. That's how far away that ship is.
You know, MIT's working on a psychopath AI using dark parts of Reddit. Why they're doing it, I don't know.
What percentage of Reddit is the dark parts?
99% of it?
Like, what's that one board that talks about rainbows and puppies?
I think there's one that talks about killing puppies and
Rainbows fucking puppies.
dimming rainbows.
It all devolves. Starts off with like, who likes rainbows? I fucked a rainbow once.
Rainbows make you gay. That's what that turns into.
Right.
Rainbows make you gay. Yeah,
Then there's that one Skittles fanatic. Taste the rainbow. There's Chip again. Kick Chip out of here.
Oh, taste the rainbow. The MIT, they pulled images and captions from subreddit dedicated to death and violence, then incorporate it into captions in the data.
Like, okay, they like actively trolling society. Like, why would they even do this?
It should be illegal. Like someone
why
should stop
would you
them.
even try this? You've seen all the films, right? You know what happens.
They're trying to say like they want to use it to stop it. You know what I mean? Like they want to create it to now learn how to stop it in case it happens.
Like Batman, like failsafe.
Right. But how's that ever go?
I think failsafe like killed everyone.
Well, yeah, it began using racial slurs and sexist. It started doing like photos and like
some people are instantly like, oh, that's my kind of AI.
It's got a ton of followers. It's got 1 million followers.
It's got its own TikTok.
Yeah, they said their research could help future AI creators determine how to balance out against dangerous things. But they're just going to create it.
It's going to go. Yeah,
Right.
It's going to go wrong. It's going to
Just
go wrong.
don't create it. And
Shut it down. Shut it down. Send that guy in there, the bar rescue guy. Just send that guy in there. Shut it down.
The name is Norm. They named it Norman after Norman Bates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Norman Bates.
They gave it a Rorschach ink blot to analyze, and it was
My
standard.
dead mother.
No, that's what
my
happened.
dead mother.
It was like standard stuff, and it started saying really weird things.
Oh my god.
They gave it pictures of bright flowers.
Yeah.
And it said it came back with a splatter from a gunshot victim.
Oh my god.
Where the normal AI would interpret an umbrella, Norman saw a wife screaming in grief as her husband died.
Oh, that's graphic.
Yeah.
That's very specific.
The morbid nature of the AI's assumptions blinded it from considering any other possibilities besides murder and pain. So, good night.
Shut it off.
Well, they can't now.
Right. It's going to want to survive. That's how it always starts.
Yeah.
Then it becomes sentient, and then we're fucked.
The problem is when it knows how to use Wi-Fi
Yeah.
and it travels.
Yeah, it's going to become Ultron.
Right. Well, listen, we had a good run.
Did we have a good run?
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's debatable. Robert Kirkman updated the live action Invincible during an interview with the direct. He was asked about the status of the live action. He confirmed it's still in the works, but they want to really get it perfect. And he also made some comments that it might not be, and not might not, but it has to be its own thing.
Yeah, he wants it to be standalone.
Yeah, that's already pissing.
What do you think that
people.
means?
Well, I guess you're just not going to take the cartoon or the comic and just splat that into a movie. He wants to maybe take things in a different way.
Well, I'll tell you how you'll know it's in trouble is if they announce the director as Zack Snyder. Then you are in fucking trouble. You wait. But he'll do like the reverse. It'll be like less violent.
No, it'll make it violent. Actually, I think Snyder would do a pretty good job with Invincible.
Only if he took it right from the comics. They don't want to do that.
Well, remember, I mean, you remember what your favorite comic book movie of all time
but he
is,
took
right?
it right from the comics.
Watchmen was a masterpiece.
But it was just a comic on the screen.
Yeah, I know, but
they don't want to do that with this, though.
That's true.
They said they want to do something different.
Yeah, so you can't give Snyder
you can't leave him to his own devices.
Creative control. No.
That's a nightmare.
So he's actually asking for an interpretation on screen, Kirkman. And
right.
Now this is Kirkman. So here's the thing. Either you completely respect the originator and creator, right? Or you don't. You can't have it both ways where everyone's like, you got to know what George Lucas's vision was and you can't deviate from that. Like if that's the bullpen you're in, then you respect Kirkman, who's the originator and wants this to become its own thing. He's the deity of
Well, he's
Invincible.
saying it. He's coming out and saying it before.
He's saying it.
He's warning you.
So you can't come out and start bitching about
it's not canon,
or it doesn't follow the comic, or it's a different thing. Why are they ruining it? That's his choice. He's the god of that universe.
What do you think his motive is behind that?
I think he just doesn't want to do the same thing over and over again.
But it's live action. People want to see it live action.
Yeah, they do. But he doesn't. He has no interest as an artist to rehash the same story page for page or sell for. He doesn't want to do it page for page again.
It's not like this is like an old thing that's been done a million times.
No,
it would be the first movie.
I mean, you have the
Superman.
comic series, and then the animated series is pretty thorough as well.
But not many people know about this. I mean,
it would reach a wider audience, right?
So, but they want to see the original.
That's his deal. That's what he wants to do with his thing that he made.
Can he sell that to a movie studio?
People will see that movie. I mean, who's not going to go? The cartoon is insanely popular.
Well, I mean,
it's not like this underground thing anymore like it used to be. People know what Invincible is now.
You think he wants him to change the whole story?
He didn't say that. He just said go off into it's got to be its own thing. And there was one thing. Wait till you hear what he said.
Uh-oh.
He said, the comic is one thing, and then the animated series is this other thing, and now this movie has to be this third thing. It's very difficult, but we've got a good team behind it. And I think that we're hopefully going to do something pretty cool, but it may take so long that Timothy Chalamet may be Omni-Man.
See, I'm ahead of my time.
You really are.
I'm ahead of my time. You watch. He's going to win all kinds of awards. He's going to be the greatest actor of all time.
96-pound Omni-Man.
No, they'll put on some muscle.
Some.
Okay.
We'll get up to 115.
120? I mean, we already went over who could play some of the parts.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? If he doesn't want it to, if he wants it to be its own thing, does he get different types of people to play the parts? You know?
Maybe Invincible's a woman. I mean, he wants its own thing.
That would be its own thing, all right.
Maybe it's an all-woman
If
cast.
it was my choice, I say do a rehash. But
that's
live
what
action.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Because
I basically just want to see the comic and the cartoon come to life. Right.
Right.
This is what he's going to do. So this is where where I say, just because he's the creator doesn't mean he's infallible. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he makes this bad decision of making the live action something completely different than the comic or the show, and it sucks, then he was wrong.
Why doesn't he just do it?
What do you mean? He's not a director. He's a writer. He's a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but he doesn't want to write it?
No, I'm sure he'll write it.
He's going to write something completely different?
He said he wants it to be a third thing. So he just takes storylines and skews them a little bit.
Yeah.
That's probably, things that may fit live action better than a comic.
I'd like to see Disney buy it. Could you imagine?
No, it's Amazon. That's a
Oh yeah, it's our own.
yeah. Amazon already has that locked down.
Do they have a movie company?
Yeah, they have a
They have
movie
a
company.
production?
Yeah, fuck yeah, they have a movie company.
You think it comes just on Amazon Prime?
No,
Not
that
in
goes
theaters?
in the theater first. Yeah, 100%. Because that'll take a big gate,
Yeah.
and then you throw it on streaming, and it'll take more
I
money
think
there.
that's coming back.
What
to
is?
movie theaters?
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's that big year, a couple of years where fantastic, like a bunch of
Right.
stuff comes out
Yeah,
at
yeah.
once.
That'll kick in
Jurassic
gear.
Park, Fantastic
Right,
Four,
bunch of
all
stuff.
at once.
Is that all next year or the year after?
I think it's 2026.
2026.
Yeah.
That's the big year.
But they're within
Right.
weeks of each other.
Right.
Everything.
I was thinking the other day, there are actually fans, Star Wars fans, who love everything or hate everything, or have a mix. There are fans living today that have never seen the actual original trilogy the way it was first released, because they've only seen
Remastered.
the special editions that he released in the 90s, right? The only way you could see the original trilogy was, I think the last release was on VHS and Laserdisc. But then they like I don't even know if the masters are. I don't even know if the masters exist anymore on them.
How did I see it? Probably on a VHS.
You saw it on VHS, yeah, you did, definitely, yeah. And there are those key moments in there that he changed for the special editions that really terrible, like when Vader at the biggest one is at the end of Return of the Jedi, where he doesn't say no. He just he just looks back and forth a couple of times and then picks the Emperor up and throws him. That's a totally different scene with the no in it. It's so dumb, so stupid with the no. He ruined that. That was a perfect silence. Him looking back and forth, debating everything. Am I turning back? Am I going to let my son die? Like so much going on. It's just staring at that helmet. And then he ruined it with no. So bad.
Whose choice was that?
That was George
Lucas?
Lucas's choice. Yes. That was his choice.
Can we say Lucas ruined Star Wars?
He ruined that scene. He sure did. There's a lot of people that have never even seen it the other way.
You can't find it?
You can probably find. No, there are clips on YouTube. You can find clips on, but there's it to get the entire film. There's this guy on the internet years back called Harmy. And he despecialized them all. He put out despecialized. He put out despecialized editions, and I got them. I downloaded them. I burnt my own CDs. I made my own boxes and everything. You want to see it?
No. God no. If I had a vagina, it would have just dried up.
And I have what you wanted. This is so cool. This guy, this separate guy, Charlotte Champagne, something like that, his last name was. He made these custom boxes for all kinds of movies. You name it, The Matrix, Indiana Jones, you name it. He made
Is that legal?
Custom. I didn't think so. I did not think so because look how good it is.
That don't look legal.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That
Look.
shit ain't legal.
Yeah, no way is it copy. I mean, look at the copyright. He's just,
No, there's no way that's legal.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
It's beautiful. He charged I think he charged like $50-$60 for them, but they're just amazing looking. Yeah, and he used all their logos. He spared.
Have you heard from him lately?
No, I don't think his website is up anymore because they was just straight up stealing IPs to make his stuff.
Maybe Mickey.
But I snagged one, so I downloaded the Harmy versions, despecialized versions, all original, and then I made my own boxes. Anyone ever questions my nerd cred? Okay?
I'm not questioning it. You're a grade A nerd.
I made my own Blu-ray boxes.
Oh, you have a lot of time on your hands. Huh?
So look, I did it. I did it in the. I did all this at work. When I used to work up there.
No girlfriend at the time.
I think I was married when I made these. Yeah. So I did it in order. I made the first one is Obi-Wan, Star Wars, Despecialized edition.
Mm.
So that's Obi-Wan holding up his lightsaber. Then I did for Empire, I did Vader. You got Boba Fett on the back. And then I did, of course, Luke for Return of the Jedi. And I also have, I think, I have the, this is all the prequels on one disc. All the prequels on one
All
disc.
3 of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's probably,
They fit on one
no,
disc?
there's 3 discs in there.
Yeah.
There's 3 discs inside one box. Yeah. This was store-bought.
What was the point of that?
Of making this?
Yeah.
I really feel that the thing that really pissed me off the most was that end of Return of the Jedi, and I wanted the complete set without those changes. Which some of them I liked what he did, because I liked when he put back in the Jabba scene. I liked that he put in the first one. I liked that he put that back in. That was good. Some of the other things he did didn't really mean anything. Like he increased the size of the door in Jedi when he goes to Jabba's hut, Jabba's hideout. He increased the size of the door. He put a rock in front of R2 when he was hiding from the Sand People. He did little things here. He had that the band when the band plays in Jedi. I don't know. I could give or take that. It doesn't really mean anything.
That's a big thing, isn't it?
What, when the band plays?
Yeah.
It was a whole musical number that he threw in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't care if that's there or not.
Yeah.
But then the other big one was that he changed in the original Star Wars. He changed the Han shoots. He changed the Han Solo versus Greedo encounter, right? Because in the original, that if anyone ever asks you, okay,
this will come up on a date.
And if you're ever on a date, and hot chick says, "Who shot first, Han or Greedo?" It's a trick question. Trick question.
Right.
Pay your fuck attention right now. This might get you laid.
I think it's gonna.
The answer is only Han shot.
Right.
There's only one person who shot. He didn't shoot first. He's the only one who shot.
Yes, I bet you have.
Right? And then Lucas changed that in the specialized editions where Greedo shoots first so that Han didn't look like as much of a monster. But then they totally said fuck you to that in Solo, the movie Solo, which is way underrated.
People don't like that movie.
That's a great movie. That's
no.
That's a great. First
I
of all,
didn't say that.
It's Han Solo. It's Ron Howard who doesn't make bad movies. Every movie he makes is great. Ron Howard doing a Star Wars movie. It says a Star Warsy movie as Star Wars has in its catalog.
Say it was better than Rogue One. Say it was better than Rogue One.
No, it wasn't better than Rogue One.
Too bad.
No, it wasn't. But it was super Star Warsy. It was a great Star Wars movie. And at the end, they show he shoots Woody Harrelson character right as he's giving his big speech at the end, just shoots him.
I hope you're still paying attention because now I'm going to tell you the most important.
Those were the two main things why I wanted those versions, was the Han Greedo and the Vader Emperor.
Why does Lucas change it? I mean, he made it originally. Why didn't he just make it how he wanted to make it?
He had these ideas when he re-released them, and he wanted to put them in there. And some of them, I think, were ideas on the fly. Some of them, I think, he always had written down. Like, he always wanted Jabba in the first one, but they didn't have the budget for it. They even have a scene, you can even see the scene where Jabba's not in there, and it's just a guy walking around in a robe, pretending to be Jabba. Yeah, so that whole scene was shot with a guy in a robe. But then when they had the digital technology, they threw Jabba the Hutt in there. It still looks a little wonky, but it is a cool scene that I'm glad it exists.
No, if anyone asks me that on a date, I'm going to get up and.
Well, she could be what if she's hot and knows that? That's like perfect.
Doesn't happen. Maybe Lucas could make a special version of Star Wars for the new streaming service from Chick-Fil-A that's coming out.
I heard something about this, but it sounded so crazy. Like I didn't pay much attention to it.
I didn't even think it was a real thing.
It's a real thing.
They're launching a streaming platform. They've been working with Hollywood production companies and studios to create family-friendly, unscripted original shows about chicken.
It's only got to be about chicken.
It'd be great. Everything's about chicken, like the Hallmark Channel, but like chicken. Everything's about chicken.
Maybe Time for Timer can host the shows.
I wonder if the channel will be on Sunday. You think it goes black on Sunday?
Right.
It's so stupid. You think it'll do that?
They might do that. Yeah, that would be funny. You can't get our chicken and you can't watch our shows
So
on
if
Sunday.
I'm paying for that, is there like a prorated?
Well, they might have to just tell you to begin with. Good God, people are going to pay for that?
I mean, well,
What
for
if
a
you
little
get
bit.
discounts on the chicken if you pay for the streaming
How great would
service?
that be? Like coupons?
Right.
Well, they're also going to try to license and acquire content.
I just watched 12 of your shitty shows in a row. I want a chicken sandwich for free.
They could pay with the amount of money they make in those stores.
Oh my
they
God.
I
It's just
mean,
always a
the
line.
movie studio.
Just always a line.
Always.
Always.
And there's-
Around, and it goes around.
Always.
Yeah.
Any time of day. And there's 20 people working there at
It's
a
such
time.
a cash cow. And they're not even open 7 days a week.
Could you imagine that
Yeah.
one day? Do you know what they're
And
losing?
I always want it on Sunday too.
Do you know how much money they're losing on Sunday?
Yeah,
Like
a lot.
if you figure that out.
But you know what? I respect that. They actually believe what they believe. They're giving up all that money, right?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you don't agree with it, but you got to give them their conviction, right? We're passing up. Like, how much money are they losing for not being open on Sunday? It's got to be
some of those locations are bringing in
yeah,
it's gotta
be
hundreds of thousands.
hundreds of millions of dollars
Yeah.
total
Oh, easy.
between them all
Easy.
for not just being open one
Sure.
day. That's believing in God right there.
I mean, that's
That's proof in the pudding.
I mean, yeah, that's hate. That's real hate. To give up that money.
The opinions expressed by Dave do not reflect or represent those of this podcast or its hopefully someday sponsors. Well, I guess it represents 50% of this podcast, but not the well-adjusted side, or the imaginary crew of Fred and Earl, or me, an AI-generated voice. Even I can't get enough of that chicken. Hashtag free Chick-Fil-A. Bitches.
You really do.
Now you're going to upset a lot of people. Okay, not every religious person hates people. You know
They
that, right?
do.
They're feeling much better now.
That guy who owns them. I mean, it's pretty clear what
they used to sponsor some real bad stuff, but I think they
They
got
don't
out of
anymore?
that. No, they got out of
because
that.
people found out about it.
Well, people were not happy, right?
Yeah, like that,
so they
Hobby Lobby.
I think they hired like these, PR people that try to smooth it out, because I don't think they sponsor those hateful groups anymore that they used to sponsor.
I bet you, what's her name will be on there? Candace.
I think she has a contract with
Oh,
that,
does
whatever
she?
channel that is.
Lifetime.
She, yeah. I don't know if it's Lifetime or I don't know who it is. I don't want to disparage them. If I think she's locked up. But yeah, what if you could get here's genius, right? While you're watching, pop-up comes up and you push on your remote and it just delivers you fucking chicken sandwiches.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be lots of Chick-fil-A commercials. It's free advertising.
Right.
I mean, that alone pays for
Yeah, but what
itself.
if it's like interactive and just like as the family's eating in the movie?
Smells come out
Yeah,
of
and
your TV.
they're always going to be eating Chick-fil-A like all the time. Like this
Sounds like a-
family has probably got high cholesterol.
This is like an end of days kind of thing. What this sounds like. Dystopian universe.
Oh, like Demolition Man, where all restaurants are Taco
Well, I was
Bell.
thinking like Idiocracy more.
Do you think maybe the Gen Z Bible will sponsor the new Chick-fil-A
What is
streaming
that?
platform? So what they did was they just translated. The Bible has been translated over 3,500 times, right?
Mm.
So, some people might say, oh, this is disrespectful, but it's just, if you really are a believer into it, you want to reach as many people as you possibly can. Just because they translate it into a different dialect, which it has already been done over and over and over again. That's not, as long as they're keeping true to what the book is saying, then all you're doing is expanding your audience. I think it's genius.
Yeah, it's good promotion.
It's good. Yeah, you that's what you're promoting,
Yeah,
right?
they need it.
So if you're trying to get young people involved in religion, then you should not be against this at all.
But I mean, these young people.
But it's hilarious. Have you read it? Have
No,
you ever?
God, no.
Oh, it's so hilarious.
I'm surprised they
It's
can write.
way more entertaining than the other Bible.
It's just all their terminology.
Right. So it starts off, right? Genesis 1. In the very start, God made the sky and the earth. So basically, at first, the earth was a hot mess. It didn't have any structure or anything, just emptiness and darkness all around. But then the Spirit of God started doing this thing, cruising over the oceans. Then God was like, yo, let there be light. And boom, there was light. It sounds like
I want to. Who wrote this?
the guy from Ant-Man.
Oh, this is so cringy.
It sounds like
This is a nightmare.
It sounds like, in Ant-Man when he rolls off his stories,
Yeah. This makes the old one sound good.
So like God named the light as day and the darkness as night. And that whole cycle, evening and morning, and marked the first day. It's like, just to clarify, in the evening, and then the morning came, and that's how the first day went down.
God. No. They're ruining the Bible. This isn't canon. This isn't Bible canon. They're ruining the legacy of Jesus.
It wasn't in English at first, right?
No, the Bible was always in English. Yes.
The original languages were Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic.
They have cliff notes.
The cliff notes of this would be fire, bro.
Oh, I hate kids.
Yo, I like know this guy Cliff. He could totally like put all this into like a summation.
I know we're old, and old people don't like the younger generations.
We are old now,
but these generations are garbage.
No,
right?
you're doing the same thing that our generations did.
I think we were cooler.
No,
I think we win in the fight. I think
we might win in a fight. That probably is true. Yeah, that probably is true. But you're doing the same thing, guaranteed.
Really?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same. Yes. Yeah. Every generation is so convinced that theirs was better than the one below them. Every single one.
The music is garbage. Their music is garbage.
They'll have their music. They'll have their moments. They have good artists.
Not when I become president.
They have good artists.
Who?
They do. What do you mean who?
No good artists anymore.
Yes, there are. What about Taylor Swift? She's a
rap artist.
Rap artist? I don't even know who to name because I just don't.
Because it's all garbage.
It's garbage to you. I'm sure that there are plenty of people that are very popular today that you just don't know about because you're old. Okay, the king will be Eminem.
I don't like it. I don't like any of this. It should have stopped after us. I wish Skynet went live after us.
Well, they tried to in 1996, but
almost. Could have stopped all this.
That mom and her stupid kid stopped it. So I got back a
Roadhouse.
I wonder if there is a Roadhouse comic.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes.
So I finally got my DC Presents number 26 back from CGC, and I thought it was going to come back around. I would have been happy with 6.5. I got it signed by Jim Starlin, but came back 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. And there's only this is the UK price variant. So instead of, I feel like you're patronizing me.
The UK price variant. I've been looking all over for that thing.
You should be, because there's only one on the census in a better grade. One.
There's only one?
One other one in a better grade on the CGC census.
I don't understand that means.
I already explained to you the CGC.
I wasn't listening.
It's their entire catalog of books they've graded. And which is,
So how many of those are there in the world?
I don't know. But there's only one in a better grade signed on the CGC census in better than 7.5.
So what's it worth?
I haven't looked at the price in a while. Raw, it was a couple of hundred, I think.
Is that the term raw?
Yeah, raw.
It's a bit jarring, isn't it? Raw.
Well, if you have a mind in the gutter all the time like you do.
Well, I do. What's the difference in price, like, you think, between like a 6.5 and a 7.5?
Depends on the book.
Can it be like
It can be hundreds
large?
of dollars. Yes, it can be very large. Yeah. Usually the biggest difference you see is between a 9.8 and anything below that, 9.8, 9.6.
Yeah.
Huge drop between 9.8, 9.6. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to put this. I'm going to have to take a slab down off the wall over there and put one. Yeah, that's so. Yeah. Maybe I should get you a.
Is it a raw slab?
I should get you a comic nerd Bible.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh, shut this off.
Comic. I bet you they have that.
Comic nerd Bible.
Who's buying that?
We change all the characters to ones in comics. The Bible. Talk about it.
That's interesting.
Peter is Peter Parker.
No one's buying that.
No one's buying it?
No.
Never underestimate what people will buy. People will buy anything. It's been proven.
It's going to take a long time.
It's been proven. But I can give you glossary terms. Slab is referred to as an encased book, right? You can do self-slabbings as well.
Sometimes you do.
Raw means a book just.
Could you self-slab a raw book?
Yes, but then it would become slabbed. That's the only. How else would you? What else would you slab besides a raw book? It's the stupidest thing anyone's ever said.
I've never slabbed a raw book. Or raw slabbed the book.
Only raw books can be slabbed. You can re-slab. You can send one in if the case is cracked or something like that, or you want a different label.
You should never raw slab a book.
I think you're confusing terms. A new comedian I discovered. He seems to already be very popular, but I just discovered him. His name is Greer V. Barnes. He's got 100,000 followers on Instagram. And I just came across one of his shorts the other day. The guy is hilarious.
He's been around a while.
He has been. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he's been but he's like a club.
He's a club guy. Yeah, club guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're all club guys now, right?
Yeah, but yeah. People know him.
I mean, they all get famous in the clubs now from these shorts, and then eventually they get a special on Netflix or HBO.
I don't know if he's New York or LA. I think he's New York.
So this one called "Walking Behind White Women."
I don't like walking up behind white women at night. Makes me really uncomfortable. So I cross the street. A couple nights ago, I'm walking home. Got my beats going. Uh-oh, white woman. Think I'll cross the street. Uh-oh, another white woman. So now I'm walking in the middle of the street, which makes it look even more creepy. Then there's the cab driver. Bam, bam, get out of the street, brother. I'm like, Vishnu, there are white women all over the place. Holy shit, get in. He's like, brother, when walking at night, you have to be very careful. These policemen and white women are very dangerous, brother. You have to take care of yourself, Denzel. Yeah, that's not my name. As my name is not Vishnu. Touche, nigga.
I would love to see him live.
Yeah.
If he ever comes around these parts.
I don't know if he tours like that.
Yeah. You got to catch him when you go up to like the city, up to New York. He's probably in the cellar, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
He's just one of those guys who kind of
right. Like he's seasoned, obviously very seasoned, you know, but been doing it forever. And then at some point it just catches on, just like that. Just like our show will one day, right? I just got to get a new co-host and everything will be fine.
Yeah. I'll get one too. Let's see whose show is better.
It's so sick of dueling shows. Neither of them have any views. We shouldn't have broke up.
Then we'll have like a reunion thing.
Right.
And then we'll get big.
Then we'll get right. Yeah. We should have a fight, a falling out.
Oh, I mean, every week we have a fight.
Falling outs get big ratings.
Yeah.
I can call you a twat. And what do you say back to me?
You are. Yeah, I got a good verses. I want to ask you who you think would win in a fight.
All right, go.
I think it's a genius.
Good. I am the person to ask. You've come to the right place, my son.
I got Batman versus the Winchesters, but listen to the caveats.
Yeah.
The Winchesters have prep time. Batman does not.
Why would the Winchesters be hunting Batman? He's not a supernatural being.
Let's just say they get in the tussle. But the Winchesters have prep time. Batman does not.
I don't think math has come up with a short enough time for how fast Batman would kill the Winchesters.
You're overlooking the Winchesters.
Or he doesn't kill them. He incapacitates them.
They have prep time. You understand?
No.
They're
two schmucks in an Impala.
But they've got a day before in a shitty hotel.
Pretty sure Batman. Now, what about this? Now you've thrown this into a paradox because
have I?
Because Dean voices Batman.
I don't think you're understanding
I'm not listening.
The validity of this.
What's the next one? That's ridiculous. I hope they get better.
Well, that was it.
Segment.
I thought that was going to carry it.
I overestimated the ability of that creative thought.
Maybe you didn't hear what I said. Batman. No prep time versus the Winchester.
I gotcha.
With prep time.
Yeah, prep time, right.
And that God thing.
Yeah. And the guy, they have Chuck? You didn't say they have Chuck?
Of course they have Chuck.
That's God. No one can beat God. Just snap you out of existence.
Well, I mean, it looked like in the first couple of seasons, they were getting beat a couple times.
Yeah, but he was writing their story. I know. It annoys you.
Very much so.
All right, so what's next?
Guess what time it is?
No, wait, hold on.
It's time for some people to go bye-bye.
Let's talk this through, okay, buddy?
We'll talk it through, all right. I'm going to snap through.
Who's getting snapped?
People who don't return their shopping carts.
Yes.
What's the deal with these people? If Thanos was a comedian, what's the deal with these people?
Thanos is on Seinfeld. What's the deal with these stones? I mean, hi.
I mean, just return the cart.
Yeah.
Like, you lazy son of a bitch.
Right. Like, if it's one aisle over, forget it. They're not doing it.
I get nicks on my cars all the time. And I know that's what it's
from the carts.
Like, they just leave them.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn annoying.
I like the people that go halfway and put it up on like the grassy knoll.
Like they're doing something.
Yeah, they put it up on the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these lazy sons of bitches.
Yeah, it sucks, especially they leave it in the parking spot. Then you can't even get in the parking spot.
They're all
that
over
you
the
want.
place.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And it's not, they'll say, like, it's the job of the people who work at the...
a little common courtesy is fine. You can return the cart to the station that they put in the parking lot. Although, if there is no station, I do protest that.
What do you mean station?
You know, where you put all the carts. You're not, I'm not walking.
There's always a station.
No, I've seen there's places where they don't have stations.
I've never been to a place
I have been to one before.
You shouldn't go to those places.
No, I was very upset, and I just put it up on a grassy knoll.
Well, Aldi has the right idea. You have to pay for it.
Right.
And they should do that with everything.
Aldi's an interesting place.
Yeah. You should have to put a quarter in. If you're going to be an asshole, you lose
it's like
a quarter.
the airport. They used to charge a quarter for the carts at the airport.
Yeah. You should have to lose money if you're going to do that. I would make it more, though. I'd make like $1. Really,
you
make it
put
hurt.
A credit card in.
Eye scan.
You have been approved for $6,000.
And if you don't return, it's like, what are you doing, buddy?
They take your house. Hey, man, how'd you lose your house? Aldi.
Carts. Shopping carts. And these are the same people who don't wipe down machines and gyms.
Oh,
the same kind of people.
That's disgusting.
I mean, they just get up and they walk away.
That's so nasty.
I mean, I see it all the time.
How can you do that to people? Put them in there too. The gym people, put them in there. And then make me rich. Does it work like that?
I don't think that does that. There's no stone on you for that.
Where's the money stone? Hey, what's the deal with no money stone?
These people
all right, so snap these bastards out. Good riddance.
Yeah, I hope they all have to live forever in that orange world full of shopping carts.
Right, that's their hell.
Mad shopping
They have to keep putting carts away and it never stops.
That's their hell.
There's always more carts. They have to keep putting them into the bins, keep putting them in. It's just forever, eternity.
That'd be perfect
for them. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. And the carts are on fire. Now it sounds like a game show.
That's like a Chinese game show. Japanese.
That's definitely a Japanese game.
Carts of fire.
I'm sure that's already been running for 10 seasons.